So that one's streaming, and then let's select and start streaming. And then let's go into here, and it shows that it's streaming there. And it's streaming there, is it? No, it's excellent connection. Connection, excellent. Active.
Connection muy excelente.
Muy excelente. Itch. All right, so when we last left off, it had become very much apparent that things are currently not as is known, or as it once was, seeing as the Witch of the Sea, the dread pirate Captain Mist, and Nyx, who was very much, Queen of Thieves, as it were. After a wonderful show and a display of power, you were able to rescue the mayor of the Chowder Village, and we're all sitting around the table eating and talking about the armada that's basically coming that direction, and realizing that the sending stones that everyone had on their persons from the Dark Carnival was tracking you, since they had scrying spells on them. And so
Everyone's at that dinner.
Yes. Yeah, everyone will be there. Well, wait, so, because you had to leave, didn't you?
No, I chose to stay on the ship, just in case.
Correct. Yes. And so Amber will actually be on the ship with you as well. So yeah, everyone else is at the dinner, just chowing down, planning out now what and where to go from there. Which, real quick, like, so many maps. As we make our way down to the ship, I'll find it, I promise. It's somewhere. I should probably put it at the front. I found it. Aha! All right. So, up on deck, as I scroll in, so we remove phases there, but Nyx is not. That's not. And Amber is. So, Amber turned out to be tiny. There we go. All right. So, Amber, you were up on deck. Phasa's up on deck. Not Phasa, but Zetas is up on deck. And off in the distance, you can see a large object that seems to be moving towards y'all.
I use my spyglass of the eagle, which gives me like 2-mile range. What do I see?
So that massive object looks like an even more massive object, but it is a good distance off still. But to give you the idea of the size of it, at a 2-mile range, in your view, it still looks kind of like a mountain moving towards you. But the distance is so far away that you can't make out any distinguishing features other than it's a really big ship.
Really big ship.
A really big ship.
Really big ship.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I don't have message or sending.
I do not think so.
I do not. Okay.
Amber, do you have anything to communicate?
No.
Well, are you going to communicate more of what you see to Amber?
Oh, yeah. I will be relaying this to Amber as well. Big ship. Looks almost like a goddamn mountain. You should probably let Captain know.
And how do you plan on doing that?
You can go take a walk while I keep an eye on this, or you can keep an eye on this and I can go take a walk.
I think I'd probably get there faster. Also, I have no idea
Well,
what's going on. I don't know where the fuck we are.
You're docked up at a village right now, and you took a really long nap below the deck. So, but you would be aware that the captain is at the tavern eating with the mayor.
That was fast, okay. Gets on land, immediately meets the mayor.
Well,
who's playing Ace Attorney in the background?
She saved the mayor from sea after everyone blew up the ship he was on. And I don't just mean like, oh, it's sinking, the Titanic style. I mean
no.
like,
oh no, I blew it up.
I mean, that scene at the end of the third Pirates Caribbean where the ship just kind of like vaporizes from the cannon fire. That's the equivalency of what happened. So,
don't know how you slept through it, Aaron, but props to you.
Why did we blow up a ship?
It was full of dudes trying to murder her.
Okay.
So we said no you and killed them.
Reverse card, I see.
yes, exactly.
But yeah, no, I can probably get there faster. Cat and all.
All right. So you're going to make your way to the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will be right back. I gotta grab my plate.
Grab the plate. Grab the plate. Everyone's going to grab the plate.
Waitress.
All right. Boom. Going to give you some sight. You have vision. You should be able to see in here just fine.
I remember right, I think at the end of the last session I was getting ready to head to the ship because of the stone issue.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to pick up with y'all now once Mist gets back. Oh. So, to catch you up, Amber, basically, they succeeded with the battle with death. And
there was a battle with death.
There was a battle with death. Well, not death itself, but a game, so to speak. It was 10 rounds of pretty much hell. And then after that, they boarded the ship and started making their way to... they then gave resurrected Gilgamesh. And basically, he told them about the fact that what's kind of going on is that there's a combining of timelines and things have kind of merged together. So this timeline is not the original timeline in which everyone came from. It can be assumed that y'all's were destroyed when you destroyed the embodiments of yourself inside the test tubes down inside the research facility. And with the help of Fish, you were able to figure out that the seer, Naglafar, is located right now on a continent, and everyone set sail to go to that continent. And in the process, came across the village, and they snuck on in to see if it was still safe, since things aren't the same. And it turns out that it was worse. Far, far worse. So yeah. Catch you up a little. So, Amber, it takes you a good maybe 2-3 minutes to jump off the deck of the ship and run straight into the tavern. So as you come in, you can see very easily where everyone's sitting. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna go to them and tell them what's going on.
Okay. So Amber's going to make her way and communicate that there's a mountain of a ship coming.
Big ship.
Big ship. Big ship chase me.
Big. Ship big.
Mist is gonna set her drink down, stand up, and sigh, and she's gonna say, "Looks like the feast's over."
Jim's gonna gulp down the rest of his ale.
Because it's necessary.
Gotta be as drunk as I can be.
Nix is gonna stand beside Sammy's character. ... Mist. She's gonna stand beside Mist.
Okay. And hang on one second, because I have to turn up some people. Real quick, like, can everyone give me a sound check? Start with Amber. Zadis.
Hello, this is I, Zadis.
Fish.
I am here. I am also here.
Jin.
Hurrah!
Nix.
Hello, I'm Nix.
Sammy.
Gay, gay, homosexual, gay.
I can still hear her voice.
It's almost like
Scribe.
as if she's here with us.
Scribe.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Got it now. So, everyone's been told that there is a mountain of a ship coming. What are we doing? How are we dealing with this? Jin is taking the appropriate responses to make sure that no beer's left behind.
Yep, he's eyeballing the rest of the table, making sure there's no empty cups.
Flint hogs his cup and downs it greedily.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So,
Short little. Ah, fine.
you say there's a mountain coming?
Very big ship. Towards our ship.
Is it a normal ship? A living ship?
I don't know. I was not given much information other than it's a big ship.
We should talk while we walk. The more time we're here, the closer that ship gets. And I'd rather not find out whether or not they're friendly the moment they pull in.
Yeah, we should probably go out to meet them.
I feel like I know a really fast way of getting Mist to the ship.
Nix
Hey
is
Mist,
gonna-
I'll race you to the ship. If you win, I'll give you a bottle of wine.
The mayor's just kind of look and go, okay, bye.
Misheard free shit was immediately like going.
Jin, you're going to notice that the mayor has a full glass kind of set beside him, by the way.
You said gin?
Yeah, you're going to notice the mayor's taggart is still pretty full.
He's gonna start eyeballing, start kind of leaning that way.
The mayor's just going to kind of look at you and just like gesture very slowly to it.
He's gonna snatch it and drink it.
Good luck, everybody.
Hi, thanks. We'll be needing it.
Nix is gonna give an enthusiastic wave.
Alrighty. So let's get everyone to the ship. To the ship, to the ship. Everyone to the ship. I keep missing the ship. I keep missing the ship. Why do I keep missing the ship? There we go. I need to stop deleting tokens and just hide them in the GM layer. It's gonna make it. It'll make it somewhat simpler.
Amber, they forgot to tell you we are no longer wanted.
I don't believe you.
It's true. It's true.
I genuinely don't believe you.
At
Now they're
least
only
on this
wanted
island.
for friendship.
For friendship.
Yeah, like Fish said, at least on this island, or someone said that. I think it was Fish.
Yep.
All right, so y'all are now all aboard the ship. It's again not a long trek. It's a very small village. What are we doing?
Do I notice anything new with my spyglass?
I mean, it's a little closer. You can see it's got no sails.
No sails, so it's
No.
self-propelled.
Yep.
If the rest of the crew is there, I will relay that information.
Everyone has arrived.
Oh,
Is it-
Captain, good timing. It's probably a living ship. I see no sails.
Try to
Well.
confirm that.
This is a great turn of events.
I guess I rolled to try and confirm that it doesn't have sails.
You may certainly
No,
can. Give me a perception. But you got the
The living
spyglass.
part.
Oh, the living part. You still can try with a perception check. It opens its mouth wide and kind of bellows out a loud brrrr as it
Oh,
Perfect.
flushes in the water.
can I hear it?
Oh,
Can I hear it bellow?
you can kind of hear it bellow. Everyone can kind of hear it bellow. It's a good bit of ways, but it's big.
Okay. So if I can kind of hear it bellow, what is it saying?
It's just making a growling sound. It's not really saying anything.
Okay.
So,
Mista's gonna walk over to a cannon. She's gonna kind of start getting it ready in case it comes to it. And she's gonna announce that she wants to head out to meet it.
Hey, Marcus, I got a question.
yes.
Do you remember the dank mead?
Yes, I remember the dank mead.
Would there be any of that left around the ship?
There is quite a bit, actually, strangely enough. Like, a lot of it.
Well, Jin's nose is leading him
On
to it.
tap.
Oh. Neat. What was that bonus for that?
Hang on.
Because it's on phases.
I know who
sheet.
it's on, but I have to go restore them from the dead
Sorry.
to look at it. Martial arts, defense, bad reputation, fatal blows. Covered.
I believe I put it in his bio.
I'm about to say, of course you wouldn't put it in your feats.
I didn't know how at the time. I want to say it was a bonus to strength and dex and debuff to wisdom.
Dank mead is +2 strength and con, -3 int and wisdom. So, and it will last for about 1 hour per bottle or per bottle drinking.
That was a -3 to what now?
Intelligence and wisdom.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So your captain has said that she wishes to meet this potential opponent head on. What's the crew doing?
Flint is looking around and gathering up small cannonballs into a rucksack
Okay.
and gunpowder. Do you want me to roll to see how much I find?
I can
No,
just tell
you're.
you where it is.
But to say, you've got an individual that is very much aware that you are fully stocked for any kind of combat matter. So, at this point, it's really whatever Amber says she's got, you can partake of. She is the quartermaster, so you kind of need to ask her for it first, anyways.
So I look at Amber and I say, I need as many cannonballs and as much gunpowder that can fit in this rucksack. And I hold up a rucksack.
Do we have cannonballs, Marcus? Because I don't have that marked down on my list.
Yes.
Okay.
Give yourself a number of cannonballs that you think is fair. You're in a massive ship.
Like 60? I feel like that's average.
If that's what you want to do.
I'm not sure. I feel like that's right.
I mean, you are working for board side cannons, so.
Yeah. The split between those is actually not as much as it sounds like.
This is a little bit of out of character, but I would like to remind everyone about the discovery that we made last week with certain stones that my
I
character
was
is
not
not
here
aware about.
last week, and I don't know what you're talking about.
A reminder for most.
Yeah.
Stones are an open mic.
Yeah, the sending stones are direct communication and have the ability to be scryed upon.
Oh,
As
I
he
was
is
asleep.
as he is
So unless somebody
investigating,
specifically tells me.
as he is
My dumb ass doesn't know.
as he is investigating the brew, Jin is going to spread the word. Hey, we need to gather these up and get rid of them.
Mist didn't get to enact her plan yet. It was going to be a very smart plan.
What's the plan, Mist?
Mist was going to gather all of the sending stones and then have all of the living ships, take some, put them in their mouths, and then shoot them like cannonballs all across the seas.
Oh, neat idea.
I was actually thinking that. I was actually thinking we should do that. That's amazing.
Ooh, load them into the cannons.
For once, me and the captain agree.
Load them into the cannons.
Flint just turns into a cannon and shoots his off into the distance.
So altogether, there's about 25 of these things. So are you wanting to sell out a little bit to shoot them off, or are you wanting to shoot them off right where you're at?
I mean, the general idea was that they get fired off far enough that the waves will take them even further out, and they wouldn't be able to pinpoint our location because, there's one over here, one over a few miles away, one over in that direction, one on your face. Sorry, didn't mean to hit you with that one.
Return to sender.
Ha ha! I get it.
That would be great.
I mean, yeah, you almost certainly have more than enough gunpowder to start just rocketing these things off into the distance.
Oh god, I feel bad for the person on the other side of that sending stone
Or-
listening.
Could we use the? Hold on. Give me a second. Might be able to save the gunpowder.
We have 11 barrels of gunpowder.
The spit cannonball function of the ship.
All the
Would
ships
that
have the
use up-
ability should have the ability to spit cannonballs. So yes,
I mean, it shows only 250 feet on that, though.
yes.
Okay, so that would be the max range we get off of that.
Yes. Most of your cannons are not going to shoot more than maybe 300, 400 feet. Like the distances of a cannon, a basic cannon is not that far, especially when you're dealing with a round thing and there's no rifling to the cannons.
Fair enough.
I feel really bad for the person on the other side of that sending stone listening in.
Just gonna hear a loud boom.
Oh, very
Well,
many loud booms.
Can you imagine how
it's
many
like,
times they've had to listen to the privy?
Flint decides to tell everybody that if they want further distance to give them to him, as he turns into a trebuchet, which can fire up to 1,150 feet.
Hold up 1 second. I gotta do some math.
So you have a trebuchet.
No. He was specifically want the cannon.
You just want to give the loud boom sound. Okay, so are you guys
I'm
going to
trying to
kind of try to dismiss these? Are you trying to find out the decibel frequency of a cannon explosion?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
yes.
like 300 decibels. If someone's listening in on a stone, it'll blow their eardrum.
Oh, that'll blow eardrums in a radius too.
Yes.
Why you cover your ears?
Oh,
But remember, they are all connected.
oh, yeah. So we probably should send them at one time then.
Okay,
And
so yeah, whoever's
a tre-
listening is all getting a bajillion decibels in their ears, having them rupture.
A trebuchet can throw up to 130 pounds.
Yes.
He's wanting the big boom though.
Yeah, he wants the loud noise. But it's up to the captain,
Well-
to be honest with you. So what are you doing, Captain? Command your crew and let's get moving. What is your wheel? Missed.
Sorry, I had to tinkle.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Mist is gonna go for the fire them all at once through cannons. You know, on the off chance that they're connected to each other instead of just the one source.
So the idea is to take all 8 of your broadside cannons, stuff them with all of the ones that you have, and fire them all off at the same exact time.
I'm saying
As
is
the
that,
Terminator once said, "Oh yeah, baby."
I mean, if you've got them all in cannons, wouldn't you only need to light the one to destroy the rest of them?
Well, so a sending stone is the size of your hand, right?
Right,
All-
right. But if you've got them all packed into barrels and they're all going to each other,
You would
I
set
mean-
all of them off at the same time. So on a 3 count, light the cannon. Everyone lights the cannon simultaneously.
What if we put all but one in the trebuchet? That way, we're not worried about concussive damage to our own selves with firing off 25 of these things, and we set off one in a cannon and fire off the rest with the trebuchet after the trebuchet's already fired.
there shouldn't be any concussive damage to us if we're all loading all of the stones into the cannon.
And shooting them at the same time.
Good point.
All
We're
right.
basically loading a bunch of cell phones into a cannon and shooting them while there's people with other cell phones on the conference call.
the poor guy on the other end.
Only they
Yeah,
were no
sucks to be
fun, so-
him.
Hey, yeah, poor day to be the guy in the barrel.
So, Mist, what are we doing? Are you going to? Because you're still currently docked. You have not disembarked from the town yet, and that ship is now really noticeable to everyone else. It's gotten a lot bigger.
I thought we'd already sailed out. Mist announced that's what she wanted to do, at least.
I did not hear if you said that that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So the ship is setting sail. So at this point, if you've targeted it towards your potential vessel, it is getting bigger, and you're about a mile off the coast of the of the town. So, are we firing everything at once? Is that the game plan?
Yes, it is very much
Yes.
the game plan.
All right. Who all is going to fire the cannons, and how many cannons are you using?
Not it. I'm still in the crow's nest.
For the hell of it, Mist's gonna man a cannon.
Okay. Anyone else manning a cannon?
Gentleman cannon.
I'll do
Flint
it.
is manning. Flint is turning into a cannon and arming himself.
Flint is going to be the cannon.
Flint, we said man a cannon, not man into cannon.
Don't you know you're not supposed to arm yourself? You'll grow hair on your palms.
All right. So I got
God
Jin,
damn it, man.
Mist, Nix, Fish. Are you going to arm a cannon?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go up to Nick's though, and I'm gonna have a little conversation while they're getting ready.
Okay.
She waves.
Amber, are you going to arm a cannon?
No, my ears are too sensitive for that shit.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Who has anyone have a passive perception over 12?
I feel like I do. Hold on.
You just asked me if
Yes, I
people on
do.
the cannon
Mine
or
is
just in
14.
general.
17.
I think it's okay for you. I think he's trying to talk to you silently.
Well,
Told you I
I
have big
mean,
ears.
she would have to understand me, but I'm pretty sure that's there.
So you think you're good.
I hold out a sack and I ask her, "Can I have one of those fruit?"
She's gonna nod.
No,
Big-
no, no. You can immediately see me holding Eldritch Blast in my hand.
I ask her to drop it into the sack.
I'm gonna slide hand it into his sack. That sounds dirty as fuck.
I mean, yeah, you
I'm gonna
sleight of
slide a
hand gets
hand in.
things out of the sack.
Slide a hand it into the sack.
You're just fondling a ball.
The fruit of his loin.
No,
I'm
you're
leaving.
putting fruit into his loins. Big difference.
I'm leaving.
How do you sleight of hand something into a bag that I'm watching you put it into the bag of?
That's super sneaky.
How? I'm staring directly at you.
Do we even know anything about
Done
these?
worse.
So, if Amber is staring at you, you will roll that sleight of hand with disadvantage.
I'll take my chances just for fun.
And then Amber, you can roll perception with advantage.
7.
You just see the fruit get dropped right in the basket. Nix is like trying to be like sneaky about it, but not doing so well.
I'm
I notice-
absolutely shooting it as it's falling into the basket.
If she,
And I will block it.
I'm gonna smile like ever so innocently at her. Like nothing to see here.
So there's going to be a attempted shot at the fruit and an attempted block. Fish and Amber roll initiative, and we'll see who goes first.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh.
Isn't fish
What
as a
again?
reaction anyway?
Why is it? Oh, I didn't do it to the. Didn't click my token.
no, you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't
You
have to.
don't need the actual tracker, it's just a roll.
Yeah, it's just a roll. It's basically to see who's quick to the draw. So,
I'm gonna get another one and do it again.
So
I'll
now
be
that
able to block it.
there is a no, you weren't able to block it. The fruit explodes. But now that Amber is
Wait a minute.
focused,
What?
yes,
I beat him.
no, you got a 12.
I
I
got,
got a
22.
25 because I have.
That was your
alerts.
second roll.
Oh, you
Either
get
way,
a
there's no him to beat here.
yes.
I have
The
advantage
advantage on initiative checks.
Isn't that during combat though? Not actually.
I
Because if it's a
allow
warning thing,
I allow everything pretty much to be fluid across the both of them. Like there's no, and the character itself is a defensive. He's a stinking dex pally. So, give me just a second as my brain goes. So, where is that coming from? You have or you have. Oh, that's right. You get to roll initiative twice, or initiative with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And it seems to wig out whenever I try to use the actual advantage on initiative. So
yeah. All right. Okay. So 22, 25. Yes. So you're able to deflect the bolt. How determined, Amber, are you to blow up the fruit?
how many times have I had to try to do this now? This is like the 5th time.
I mean, you
The
get
fruit is
2
just gonna come
technical
out.
Eldritch Blasts in a go.
No, I mean more so that. How many times have I done this? Like, how many times have I had to try to stop the fruit from going around?
There's only been one other time so far.
I swear there was another time.
are you trying to stop me from eating it, or are you trying to stop me from having it?
Having it.
She just doesn't want it to exist anymore.
I don't want anybody to have them. It's dangerous to everybody here, and I'd rather not somebody eat it and then.
But we do know how they work, right?
No.
Well,
I thought that was explained
They
to
give
us.
people random shit.
it is
That is
explained that it gives them some kind of random ability, but it also makes it to where they cannot ever touch the sea.
So if we sink or you get knocked off the ship, you're fucking dead.
I understand this. That's why I'm putting it in a sack
For what purpose?
to not eat it.
Future
There's a bunch more where that came from.
future ambitions.
Okay, so if this plan of thinking I have is correct, Fish is an absolute mad lad.
Are you gonna
There's
give
a-
it to somebody and just let them drown?
Oh my
There's
god!
a living mountain floating in the water.
Oh my god, Fish is a mad lad.
Wait, they're in a living ship?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So if you feed a living ship the fruit, it can't float anymore.
Oh my god.
Why don't you guys communicate this?
Because there's a bunch of spies on our ship.
Oh my god.
I thought I was really good at thinking outside of the box, but I gotta tip my goddamn hat here.
That's genius.
I'm but a simple fisherman.
I'm going to look directly at Nyx. The second Eldritch Blast on my hand. You hand those out to anybody else without telling me.
She's gonna smile.
And I'm gonna snap the little thing away with like the cheesy heart thing people do.
She's just gonna smile and kind of nod slowly, like, okay.
And then once we've finished that, I look at Nyx and I nod towards the ship and I said, if things go wrong, I know where they should go.
Sinking a living ship by feeding a stupid fruit.
Something you hate could be helpful.
Tactical
next-
nukes.
I don't think the ship itself will drown, but I think everyone on the ship will drown.
I still
This
got
could
like
be really good or it could be really bad.
I think I have like a remaining like 8 or 10 of these fruits.
Why do you have so many?
I stole them all.
She picked up. You didn't steal them. They were just sitting there for anyone to grab, right in the middle of a dark alley where no one was at, conveniently right beside Naglafar's door.
Grab them
Conveniently,
all.
you know, Naglafar, the one with the big witch shop that had tons of things like that, including bunches of this fruit, whole piles
What
of
is
it.
the,
I have a whole
what's the
case.
name, the generic name of these?
Change your
Sing
fruit.
fruits.
Yeah, they're sing
Pink
fruits.
fruit.
Call them sing
No, I mean, like-
fruits.
Okay.
So if you're looking up to see what the abilities they have, they're known as devil fruits. From One Piece, that's where they came from. So, but we're not really calling them devil fruits. I think they're like gooey fruits or something. They told her.
I never wrote it down.
But
so
the-
I don't take good notes.
She just knows there's fruit. And so the
And then
concept
it's
is that when someone eats the fruit, there's a die table that's rolled upon, and they can get any one of the abilities that's there. But the trade-off is that you can no longer touch the sea. If you get in the sea, you immediately sink to the bottom.
So, Nix would like to point out one other thing. It did help the chimeras, which I just realized are on our ship, but that's beside the point.
It helped 2 out of the 3.
So wait, what happens if you try to drink water after eating one of those fruit?
Oh, you're
No,
good.
it's
It's
seawater.
it's specifically the sea.
So what if you drink seawater?
Oh,
First of all, you're stupid.
Well, even if you don't have a devil fruit, that's still stupid.
But what if you do?
you extra drowned. I can't cough it up. Oh.
It just sits at the top of your, like, it just can't go down. It just sits in your mouth.
It just sits in your lungs. You can't cough it out. It's too heavy.
I'll kill you from the inside.
Again, it has its perks.
All right. So while this exchange is going off, I want everyone who is going to be shooting cannons to go ahead and give me an initiative roll. I'm waiting on you, Nix. No, I do not see your initiative roll. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Never mind. So with that, it's very easily. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Poof. All the sending stones have been blasted off into the ocean. And at the same time, simultaneously, y'all hear this loud crack that kind of echoes across the water coming from that large vessel.
Oh, please tell me it cracks in half.
No, it didn't crack in half. But the shockwave of all those sending stones going off at the same exact time while all those other ones were being exploded out of the cannon at the same exact time kind of made like a sonic boom effect that you could hear off in the distance. And that ship most certainly rang out when the cannons went off.
Vaporized.
So, at this point, you're a lot closer, and you can now tell that this big ship is not alone. In fact, in front of this big ship are several other ships.
Are they
What?
the same size?
They are smaller than this one.
Well, shit. Time to reload the cannons.
Are they all living ships?
You wouldn't be able to tell offhand at the distance. They're not that close just yet, but y'all are making y'all's way to them. And when I find wherever the hell that map is at, we'll go from there. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Boop-doop-de-doo.
I ate a banana.
I had a banana.
Probably have some potassium myself.
Alrighty. So as you begin to come in within range, you can now really see that, yes, the ships that are before you are all living ships. There seems to be 4 smaller ships, a medium-sized ship, and then a very large one. So the smaller ships are closer to the size of your baby carnivorous ships, and the medium size is about your size, but the larger one, it's big enough to eat your ship.
Well,
Well, now.
Nick's gonna start pulling out enough fruit for each ship and start handing them to people. Wait. Before she does, she's turning to Amber and showing first.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna gesture that. I'm gonna pull out the number of ships, point to the ships, and then point to everybody, and then point to the ships again.
Fish,
Miss is gonna lift her paw up and she's gonna say, "Wait. Those smaller ships are about as big as the baby ships. We can't waste such precious ammo on things like that. But for the medium and big one, oh hell yeah, go for it."
Okay, so Nick is going to just take out the double of that number, put the rest back, and then hand one to Amber, to Miss, and then looks around to see who wants the other 2.
What did you give me?
She gave you a
recommend
fruit.
Putting them in something.
What am I supposed to do with it?
The idea is to give you ammo so you could technically throw it into a ship's mouth. Or take the ultimate sacrifice and be swallowed by the ship.
Nah.
So yeah.
Although technically a mist could do that and still be fine. She hasn't eaten one of the fruit. And she's got that cloak that lets her swim like super fucking well. But she's not going into any ship mouths anytime soon. She's not a certified dentist. You know how it is.
Flint has eaten a fruit, but I think they found a way to circumvent that.
A ring of water
yes,
walk.
I have. Yep, I have a ring of water walk, so I could take a fruit, turn into a mine, blow up the ship with the fruit in it.
Y'all are too eager to get bored.
For once, it's not me.
I have a slightly easier way, but I'm the only one that can do it.
Do you say that out loud?
Under my breath.
Do I hear it?
Oh yeah.
I hand you the fruits.
I don't know
thought
that
the
I can do
idea
too
was
many.
to fire the fruit out of the cannon.
There's a certain mischance with that.
Yeah, there's a chance the fruit itself might actually explode as it comes out the cannon.
Delivering it in person is the best way.
Trebuchet.
All right, so we are now beginning the open water combat. As you can now see that this is most certainly a Dark Carnival Cruise envoy, and it is, as described, it is the Armada from the south. So what are we doing? You still got a bit before you're inside cannon range of these vessels.
How far away are they?
Um,
Specifically?
Specifically,
Mm-hmm.
specifically, they are. Oh, that is not the right grid alignment. I need to adjust that. Hang on. You should be a lot farther than 60 feet. Do. Each one is going to be. Save. What? No, that didn't help either. Oh, that's because I went up or down, not up. I need to go down.
Maybe banana and Mountain Dew wasn't the best combination. I'm just now realizing that. I shall still call it Mount Nana.
Okay. So each one of these squares are about 120 feet. So they are currently, the closest one is 1,800 feet away. Or no, further, sorry. 2,500, 24, 3,000, 3,000, 27, and 3,000.
Well, I am holding action until they are within 600 feet.
Okay. Captain, what you doing?
Mist is aiming a cannon at the medium-sized ship for when it comes into range. So I suppose that is also a prepared action. Yeah.
Okay. So are you going to kind of just have the ship kind of set in place, or are we going into complete battle maneuvers? What's the game plan with the vessel?
Maybe a little bit of battle maneuvers, like spin around in a circle a bit, keep the shot lined up,
All right, but you're not going to command it to encroach upon the enemy?
No, that would be a single ship up against 6 other ships of varying sizes. I do not like those odds.
So you do have other things in your arsenal. Like enough baby ships to send every single person out.
I was going to say that.
But then the babies would be in trouble.
Jin's going to be down below preparing his one ship that he has chosen.
I mean, mine kicked ass when I shot from it, so I mean, they're little troopers.
Jin's going to be loading up
Yeah, they're also snack size.
small. He's going to be loading up a small keg.
Fish is gonna secure his sack and go ready lucky.
So,
You wearing a jock strap?
Kind of looks like it now.
aren't the 4 ships, the small ones, the same size of our baby ships?
Yes.
So then we would have more numbers by their size. So they're snack sizes to the other ones, but we just keep them safe.
So the technical truth, I only really snack size to the big one. It'd take a couple of bites. They're a full meal for the medium one.
Well, looks like swarm tactics here. We all work from one direction and go to the same. Yeah. So, are we taking multiple people on each one? Are they big enough for that? Is that what you were saying?
No, there's enough baby ships for each character to be able to go out and do combat in the water with the baby ship.
Oh, okay. Jin is going to be preparing his. How big did you say they were? Like 30 feet?
They're about 35, 40 feet. They're pretty big little ships.
So we can like take supplies and shit.
You take a couple of supplies with them, yes. So
Do we have any? How many barrels of gunpowder do we have?
11.
Okay.
And you don't really need to feed them anything. All their stuff is automatic on their body. You fed them a lot of iron recently, as the bloody beach of the Snowcrest Mountains has demonstrated.
Gotta keep them strong.
Lots of iron. And sodium and nitrate. All things that can be found in human bodies. That you fed a lot of human bodies to them. So.
Well, they were hungry. What else were we supposed to do? Let them starve? Those dead bodies weren't doing anything else.
So yeah. What is the battle tactics? As the Armada seems to move a little bit closer.
How many of us are going out in the ships?
I don't think anyone
is going.
stated that yet.
Jin is going.
Okay.
Flint is going.
I'll be going, and I'll be trying to get as close to the big ship as I can.
Okay. Mist, you see your crew kind of dispersing, doing their own thing. What you doing?
Or we could do that, yeah. Mist is gonna just keep on heading towards the medium-sized ship. Maybe she can draw their attention away from the little baby ships as they go near.
Okay.
You know, decoy and all that.
Well, I mean, the cannons can fire on their own, correct, Marcus?
Yes. Yeah, Mist has full command of the ship.
So,
It'll fire upon its own, fire the cannons on its own.
bring it broadside, let her rip. I mean, it sounds like all you have to do is get.
Hey, the only broadside I know is the broad I get inside of.
Hey.
Hey!
Until we meet again.
So Marcus, are these sheets accurate for these ships?
Yeah, they should be pretty accurate.
Okay, because I'm seeing keel is 200 feet. But yeah, Jin is going to be preparing to head out.
Nix wants to evaluate how upset Mist is over the taking the baby ships to determine if she's going into the water herself or would a ship to follow fish to kind of work as backup.
Mist is very clearly fretting because, I mean, on one hand, they are the baby ships, and on the other, that's her crew in there, and some of them have probably eaten the fruit. So if anything happens to the ships, they're probably going down with them.
We're pirates.
Unless Mist is really, 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 really fast with that cloak.
We're pirates. That's a risk we take.
It's a risk we must take.
You're just a step closer to drowning. You can take out the fighting step. It's not.
So at this point, you would notice that the Armada seems to be breaking off into a different type of formation, almost like their littler class vessels are getting ready to kind of spearhead against and enclose and encircle. So if you're not stopping your crew from taking the baby ships, anyone who is going out with a baby ship, please drop the baby ship on the map.
Looks at Mist.
Mist is gonna give her a little nod of her head.
Got to
Oh,
make
I
them
got bigger.
You got to make them baby ships.
Yeah, that tends to happen. It's puberty.
How do you do that?
Make sure the poop deck is cleared.
Wow, 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 wow. All right. Yours should be the little purple ship. Yep. I know. I can, though. Yep.
Which ship is yours, Fish?
I am unlucky. I don't know how to drop a token.
You just drag and drop it.
Yeah, just click and drag.
So you're that one?
Yeah, but where do you actually drag it from?
You drag it from your compendium or from the place where your character sheet's at. You'll see a thing that says baby ships. You click it and you'll see a list of all of them.
Oh, on the... Okay.
Yep.
From there, I was looking on the character sheet.
So I have Nyx, Jin, Fish, and Flint. Mist is staying on board the ship. Amber, are you staying on board as well? And Zetas, what are you doing? Are you sticking on board as well?
I am staying on board as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to control those things. I'd rather stay here.
Ah, so it's date night with a chaperone.
Why do I need a chaperone? Wait. No, never mind. I know exactly why I need a chaperone. Forget I asked.
What?
I was talking about Mist and Amber, but if you want to insert yourself, just wear protection first. Damn.
Well, considering I'm the problematic one.
Oh. And so you're aware, Amber, it's just telling them what to do. They kind of ride like horses.
Water horses.
The idea of being on the sea without somebody else on the ship scares her, so she's good.
Being alone on one of the baby ships scares you.
On one of the ship, yes.
Technically alive, does that count?
I was about to say, you're technically not alone. It is a living, breathing
It can't
being.
speak. It's like saying you're not alone. You have a child in the house with you.
Oh, I can speak.
Well,
You just
what kind
can't
of
understand it.
conversation am I gonna get from motherfucking Goo Goo Gaga over there in the corner?
Fucking exactly.
I mean, if you had a better patron, you could understand the ships.
Oh, Lord.
I'm pretty sure I have a different patron now. I think we've been over this actually.
Yes.
Amber, does Nyx make you uncomfortable? She barely talks.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
I mean, what?
But
With
it's
the,
mostly because I don't know
$1 million
when you're gonna steal
bounties?
something.
Just assume yes.
Nick's going to steal something? Yes. If you assume yes, then you're good to go.
You ask Nyx if she wants to steal something. She opens her pockets. She already did.
Pockets of holding.
A little bit.
I think she has a bag of holding. And she
So,
has...
Marcus,
I do. That's where my fruits are in, and that's where the stones were, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there that Nyx doesn't even remember.
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
so speed for these shows 50 feet, but the squares are 150.
So, I am denoting basically that pretty much the smaller ships are able to move 2 squares per round. The medium ships, 3 squares per round. The medium ships are able to move 2, and that large one can only move 1.
Got it.
So, and the distances are more for when you actually get into attack range versus whatnot. So we are doing the new battle tactic style. So instead of having an initiative roll, we will have it to where y'all will all move at once and act at once, and then it will be up to, or then it'll switch over to your opponents, who will then move in one go and make their actions in one go, and then we'll go back and forth with that.
It's become Fire Emblem.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an interesting concept, and the idea is to allow y'all to actually inter-strategize with each other instead of like having to wait your turn to go heal the person or wait your turn to do an action because, there's like 6 bad guys in between you.
Final Fantasy X be like.
Go, everyone at once. Destroy. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to start out with y'all getting the first roll since they've made a couple of moves. Go ahead and move your vessels and do whatever you want to do.
So Nyx is literally just following fish.
Jin's gonna pipe up. Don't get loose. Stay tight.
That's what she said.
Stanley,
Yeah, well,
Yes.
shut up.
Make me.
I don't want to.
Oh.
Also, Marcus, it shows 2 actions. It shows multiple actions for these weapons.
Yeah, they're single action.
Okay.
That brings up a question, because I can give it. Do the cannons fire on themselves, being attached to the ships?
What?
Do the cannons fire on their own, like the
Yes.
like the mothership?
Yes.
Oh, neat. So we can communicate just like we can with the mothership.
Yep, that is the idea.
Yeah. Okay.
The reason I ask is because, sorry, I had wife in my ear. Our oldest is sleepwalking.
Oh, weird.
That's always fun.
Was yeah, always. Would I technically be able to get 2 actions because I can turn into a cannon myself?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
there's
your
still one
action
Got it.
is commanding the ship.
Okay, just didn't know how that worked.
Yeah.
With my character, so just double check.
Now, if you have a bonus action or a reaction, you can use your bonus actions or your reactions, but your action is spent commanding the ship to make an attack. Now, if you want to not have the ship make an attack and you want to make an attack, you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay. So like I don't have it, but say if I did, I end up getting extra attack. That would still count as an extra attack.
No, extra attack would only
attack.
be used by you because you have the feat. So if you want to make an attack yourself, you can then do extra attack. If you're attacking with the ship, since the ship doesn't have extra attack, it would be considered one action.
Okay. Understood.
All right, so the enemy has made their movements. It is up to y'all to make y'all's.
Captain, move the ship closer. I wish to assault them.
I mean, that was the plan. I just don't want to run over any of the little baby ships.
I was gonna say, isn't there a ballista at the top of our ship too?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm already up there. What are you talking about? I got the Eldritch Blasts.
No, I mean like an actual ballista,
not an Eldritch ballista.
That is a thing.
So-
There's an Eldritch cannon. That is a thing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cool.
I
So-
don't actually see a ballista on the Honey Badger.
Is there not one on the character sheet?
I remember
It's got
seeing it on the
bites,
map.
cannonballs, surge, drones, shape changer,
I think
and
it's on the map, but I haven't added it here. But your ship does get multi-attack.
yeah.
And here's what I forgot to add.
My character sheet is haunted. It keeps moving on its own.
I'm just in your computer doing that, don't you know?
Well, come out of my computer so I can give you a pat on the head.
No. I'm sitting in here. Computer's comfy. All this
I
weird...
have RGB lights, not ABG, which stands for Amber Big Gay.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I was gonna make some like furry hacker joke, and now I don't know where it went with it.
A little hair raising.
I've been harassed.
I just want to state for the record, I'm funny as fuck.
I like that.
No, Sam, I think it's funny as shit because I think shit's pretty funny.
By the way, whenever we get it to before the enemy moves again, I am in range to attack after changing into a trebuchet. So I will take an attack action.
1 second.
10-4.
Okay, I added it. You're good to go. I didn't add the ballista, though. Just the other cannon. Okay, so you're in range to be a ballista? Or a trebuchet?
Trebuchet. Yep.
How big are you of a trebuchet?
That's a good question.
Because I don't know if the baby carnivorous ship can hold a full-size trebuchet. Because they are massive and heavy.
I'd
Well-
say like a 5 to 10 foot tall.
Well, it says the character sheet for the Sea Widow, the one that I'm got, is 175 feet by 50.
So, yeah, that's bigger than your ship is.
Oh,
It's 175 feet by 50 feet. You're on a 30 to 35 foot vessel.
okay. Okay. All right. So how
So
big
you
is
could
it?
be a smaller trebuchet if you want to, but
Okay.
you're not going to have the same effective range as the large one. So the large one's going to get you that 1,000-foot distance, and that's just because of the size and the weight that it can carry.
1,200, yeah. And then what would you say that would be
I mean, if you were to
minimized to?
set yourself up to where you're a 20 by 20 by 15 foot trebuchet, you're probably going to get a effective 350 to 350 to 400 or 350 to 480 range.
Okay, then I did not take that into account. D&D science and math. I will not attack then.
Okay.
I will not use an action.
So has everyone moved now? Or are we still waiting for everyone to move? Okay.
As a reminder, I am holding action until something's in 600 feet.
So the first little vessel is going to come up. Those are squid classes. Squid class.
Once the squid classes are over, they get to go and play squid games.
It's going to take a shot at you fish. 17's the attack.
I believe that hits my ship.
Okay, you're going to take 8 points of piercing.
That is attacking the ship, right?
Yes. Oh. Never mind. Oh, yeah. So. Hang on. Let me roll that one more time. Okay. So 10 doesn't hit, right?
No, you need a 15 for me.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
Or you need a 16, actually.
I'm outside of the range, so it's at the disadvantage. So this little guy right here is going to take a shot at whoever this is. It's going to take itself 5 points of damage because it's shooting itself. Ooh, what was that? The map just moved randomly.
There's a ghost in the machine.
Yeah, there's a ghost in the machine. Okay, so they're not in range. Moved up 1. No one's in range yet for it. All right, yeah, let's go.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Okay.
Jin is going to start peppering this one with the mangonel.
Okay. 17, that hits. Okay. So you can see
Lynch
that
is-
that just kind of snaps part of that ship in half. On the top, it's made of paper mache pretty much. And whoever's moving next, whatever you're doing, let me know.
I am attacking this one and I'm turning into a cannon and firing at this guy.
Okay.
Cannon
Wait,
is
Bart.
a +6 to hit, so d20 plus 6. So 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that does 8d10 bludgeoning damage. So 8d10.
Okay.
So that is a total of 47 damage.
So that ship is still up, but it's not looking so hot.
Which one was that got hit?
Hang on a second. That
Okay,
one.
not the one up by me.
Nope. All right.
And that ends my turn.
I'm
Who's
gonna
next?
move up close to. Nix, have you gone?
No, again, you're basically taking lead for me because I'm following you for support for the fruit idea.
All right, I'm gonna come up close to that one and fire at it.
Okay. That hits. How you want it to go?
Is there a mast on that thing?
No, it's a living ship.
I don't know if they grew them or something. Basically just blow the front off of it.
You do, and it begins sinking, and you can see all the people screaming and dying as they are on fire.
Nice.
As the ship.
How many people are on these ships?
So those ships actually have about 15 crew members on them.
Oh.
They're not advanced living ships. It's what happens when you torture an animal to work for you versus raise and nurture them from birth.
Oh, this is gonna anger Jen.
I'm gonna do something a little goofy.
Who is this over Jin's shoulder here? Is that Fish?
Yeah, that's Fish.
Fish, you think these things do chain shot?
Do what?
Do chain shots. Is what he said.
Do you think these things do chain shot?
I have no idea.
Well, let's go try it.
I don't know if I
Is it
have a
on-
damage set up for. Well, no. I don't think. Mist, have you moved and made your action?
I have moved, and then I was planning my action, and I decided that I'm going to do something kind of goofy.
Okay.
So, the way I understood it, it was like everyone could fire their cannons and shit individually, right?
Yes, if they wanted to.
And presently, most of the crew is on the baby ships.
Correct.
What if I were to do a very goofy little and have them control all of the cannons?
Oh, that's what. No, so in this particular ship, the cannons do what you tell it to do. The whole ship acts as you command it to. You also have a full crew of people.
So is this like a she thinks it does it? Kind of
Yes,
thing?
yes. And all that needs to be done.
Badass.
All that needs to be done is loaded, and she has 20 plus crew members. I think. Amber, I don't know how many crew are on the docket right now.
On the ship?
Yes.
I don't have that written down.
At least 3 people.
There's more than 3 people. You have a full crew of like 20. So if you wanted to get the drones to do that too, they would do what you say. They can also go in the water and climb up and swim. They can do a lot of things the drones can.
Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have them swim to the baby ships. Oh, this is going to be fun. Wait.
Sammy has gained power, and it's scary.
I'm going to have some drones climb into the cannons.
Just shoot drones at them.
Somebody's been playing Sea of Thieves.
Oh, Lord. That's awesome. That's wonderful. So perspectively speaking, so that y'all are all aware, the idea is that before there was too many actions in the ship for combat to be effective. So the reason I went ahead and was like baby ships is so that everyone could have an effective ocean combat vessel, and so that you could coordinate your attacks as a fleet versus trying to coordinate your attacks as a single ship.
Something battalion something.
Yes.
I like it, Marcus. I like what you're going for. Yeah.
So the honey badger is at Miss complete control, and she can give that control to any one of the crew members, who will then act accordingly, and the ship will act accordingly. So she can grant temporary control. And then, of course, because Amber is Mist's first mate, if Mist is not on board, Amber assumes control of the vessel.
We have joint custody.
Joint custody.
I feel like this describes very well the relationship we have with the ship. Where the frick is the Discord?
You don't even talk to the ship? You even consider its feelings?
I feel like this very much describes the relationship with the ship.
Can I take my turn yet?
No, because they have to take their turn.
Who's they?
The enemies do.
I haven't taken my turn yet.
Oh, you have. You moved. Are you going to try something else?
Yes.
Okay, what you going to do? So, which ship are you attacking?
I'm gonna start out simple, something simple and easy. That one.
Okay, and that's in range for you?
It's at about half range, but the idea is to get the drones as close as possible, so it can't get into range of me without the drones climbing up onto it. It's like a trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Gotcha. So you're able to shoot 4 drones, because that's the number of broadsides you have.
Yeah.
And those 4 drones are very much halfway. And then, Nix, I didn't know you hadn't taken your action. I saw you move.
Yeah,
Yeah, it moves closer just so I could take my next action.
Okay, so what is your action?
So apparently I have a big gun that goes really far, so I'm aiming for the large ship.
You have a big gun that goes really
It's
far.
called Giant Cannon. It goes ranges to 600 to 2,400 feet.
Okay. Didn't edit that.
Aw.
Well, I'm about to say you're supposed to actually roll that at disadvantage.
Oh, well, you still want me to? Because I don't know if I can get lower than 9.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna edit that real fast, just so you know. You should not. You should not be.
I just remembered Jen asking
Jesus
if the character
Christ!
sheet was accurate.
Yes,
so-
my son.
No,
Holy
you
shit.
should be at about that right there. I think. What is the other ones at? The Sea Widow should be. Give me a good idea. So 3D and 5D for your megas. So 3D and D, 5D. I'll let it shoot that far. I think. No, I'm gonna cut that in half. Then we're gonna go 300 for your good, but disadvantage to 1,000. Call it a giant cannon, but now it's not going to do 16/10. It's only going to do 5d10. Good stuff. Much better. The other one's correct. Did the other one right? I don't know how I missed that one, but okay. Cool.
Thumbs up. That also ends what I do.
Okay. So it is their turn now. The squid's going to come up in range of Flint. It's going to come barreling at you.
This is a tough call to think of. Because the broadside cannons cite a 480 range max. But right here is 450. Right here. Oh, no, that's not 500. That's 600. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, when you move to your next tile, you'll have those things in range.
Wait, hold on. Is there one more? Oh, not quite.
So in this ship's last-ditch effort, I'm assuming 16 hits you, Flint?
No, mine says 19 for AC.
You know, I was pretty certain I edited those. But okay, we'll let that one slide for right now.
You know, it's crazy. If one of those ships fired a cannon at our ship has its own AC. Roland has double that. He could jump in between the cannon and the ship, and it would just bounce off of his abs.
My baby! So in the
there's too much AC.
Battle Bros for life.
in the process of that ship ramming into you, it kills itself and begins sinking to the bottom. This one's going to come up to you. And fire its cannon. Does 15 hit, or do you have a 19 AC as well?
Mine is not 19. I checked that already. And what is it? I'm sorry.
15.
It matches, so it does not.
All right. Yep, you defend. So this one's going to go. Three, and then take a shot at Flint, which is 11, which is going to miss. That one moves forward. So 250, 480, 450, 600. All right, it's going to take a shot at Flint at disadvantage. 15 doesn't hit, but that 22 would have. And then just barely out of range. All right, y'all, let's go. What you doing?
Okay, so these baby ships have characteristics of the mothership, right? They eat everything, correct?
Yes, they will nom nom all over that ship.
Yeah. So I would like to charge through that one and nom. Because you said they were squids, right?
No, that's the class of ship.
Ah, okay. Well, still, nom from the side.
I don't even know what you'd roll for that. Roll me a 1d 20 plus whatever your modifier would be.
Which are you talking about? Prof mod?
There should be a 2 hit on one of your weapons. Add that to it. Oh, never mind. That hits it. You don't have to worry about it. All right. Roll me 2d10 nom nom damage.
Hold that. Hold up. Wait, hold that.
So 16.
Oh, there we go.
So you
16
didn't
nom damage.
You didn't go through it, but you most certainly took a bite out of it.
And would like to end turn with teeth in side of ship.
I will allow you to, at the beginning of its turn, attempt to grapple with your ship.
Okay. The beginning of my next turn?
Of its next turn.
Got it.
Yep. All right. Again, it's y'all's go. So what are y'all doing?
Please all.
Flint. Oh, Captain's doing something.
You hear that? I'm the captain now. No, I was looking up something, trying to see my old notes with Marcus. Y'all can keep going.
So Flint will bring the Sea Widow over to the spot here. He's pretty much going to eat the ship, and he's going to stay cannon form, and he's going to shoot at this guy.
So how are you going? You got to pick an action. Either the baby ship can eat the ship, or you can shoot at the ship in cannon form. One of the two.
Okay, I thought it was just going to catch the debris as it went by, but got it.
Oh, you want to eat the decomposing ship? Yeah,
yes.
it can do that. I thought you were trying to do what Ducky did.
No. He's eating the ship that's already destroyed as I aim at that one, which is the cannon, so +6. One of these days. So 21 again to hit.
That hits.
And it does, I think, what was it? 8? Yeah, 8d10.
Okay.
So a total of 41 damage.
Okay. So next time, please roll that as 8d10 instead of 6d10. Then
how do I do that?
You can type /R 8d10 and it will roll the 8d10.
Okay, /RD10. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll type /R space 8d10. Or you can go to the roller and do a custom or change the roller up too.
It's under advanced roller. That's what I normally do, even if it's on my little quickie thingy, because I make too many errors. And you can literally type whatever you want to be rolling.
So, all right. So you hit it. It's not gone, but it's not looking happy. Missed. You fire off with that broadside cannon, and that's a nasty shot. You kind of go off to the side. You're shooting a little wide right now. You got to be in tune with the ship, but you got to be one with the ship.
I am the swimmer.
All right. Again, I think the only people who haven't gone is Flint, Nyx, Amber, and Zetas.
And me.
Oh, yes, no, Fish. Not Flint. Flint
So,
just went.
Mr. DM, I
Yep.
was going back and looking at something that you DM'd me a while back, and you
Yes.
neglected to give me a range on something.
What's that?
I'm going to DM it to you.
Is it your invocation for the Eldritch Blast?
For the whirlpool.
Yes, that should be an invocation set to the distance of your Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you. I just need some clarification on it.
Yep.
I'll take my turn after Fish.
All right, I will. The one near us is being bit by the star something.
Yeah, it's being bit by Jen.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot at the medium-sized.
Okay. That
That's gonna
hits.
miss. What?
What's a? Oh,
An 8.
you're at rolling at disadvantage. Oh, never mind. Yeah,
Yes.
you miss.
Yeah, it's like 400 and that's more than 120 feet.
Gotcha. Yeah, you miss.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move here, so to kind of I forgot what that's called. Not is it flanking?
Yes.
Flanking for Jin, and then I would like to attack the middle-sized ship as well.
Okay.
Now I'm confused with the disadvantage. Am I disadvantage or not?
So you're going to take the first number on your range is your normal shot. The second number, or so from 0 to that one, is your normal shot. And then anything past that, up to whatever your maximum range is at disadvantage. So if 300 or 250 is your normal shot, anything over 250 is at disadvantage, up to your maximum distance.
Got it.
I gotta say, that's so much nicer than the way they had it in 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage. Try.
That hits.
Yay.
As you make the first strike, you can hear it bellow out in a loud call, as if it's summoning something.
What does it say?
We may have to release them.
You'll relay what it says to Captain, who I'm assuming is still on the ship, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right. Anybody else going to take a turn?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's up? What you doing?
This ship. I'm gonna go back to pink. This ship is within Eldritch Blast range.
Okay. Wait, really?
I have 600 feet. I have 600 feet Eldritch Blast.
You can make Eldritch Blast reach out to 1,300 feet.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
If you
but yeah,
see it, you can Eldritch Blast it.
Yep. So it's taken 2 to the face, and it's gonna lose some movement speed because I will, of course, naturally just hit it. 1, 2.
1 hits.
Huh?
Yeah, first misses, second hits.
Well, it still loses some movement speed. Not that it really matters much, but and do I have a bonus action I want to use? No, there's not a bonus action I want to use at this time, so that is my turn.
Okay. Amber, are you just holding your stuff, or is there anything you want to do at this moment?
I don't know what I can do. I don't
Okay.
have range for anything.
All right, sounds good. So this one is going to take and come along the side and attempts to
I'm sure that's in range of the drones I fired.
it. I mean, most certainly is. So at that point, they can grab onto it, and then on your next turn, you can have them climb up if it's even existing. Though I don't know if it's going to make another round from y'all's attack. So 23 hits you, Flint. 8 of bludgeoning damage. This one, all right. Brain, stop functioning. Jen, you are still bitten on. You can go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can, if your ship can basically latch on.
It's not necessarily about latching on. I was wanting to go for more of like a shark kind of bite, like ripping and tearing at the side.
Oh,
Rip and tear till it is done.
oh, you made it seem like it was a
Yeah.
grapple.
I realized that just a few minutes ago.
What does that do? Crash damage for when you bump into them.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. So,
Got
is
you.
that a thing we can use?
If you'd like to, but I think the damage is shared. So if you crash into a ship, you and that ship takes whatever damage you roll.
Well, I was gonna say if with the biting attack from the side.
No. So since your whole thing is to like bite and pull apart a chunk, it would have been assumed that that's what your ship did, and that's what caused the damage it did, anyways.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to like try to lock it down and grapple it.
Oh no! I was going more for like a rip and tear.
Got it. Yeah. No, it was assumed that that's what your ship did.
Sorry, my bad.
That's cool. But it is going to turn and take a shot at you. I'm going to miss horribly. And that one's now within range of Flint. It's going to use its ballista on you. And I'm going to roll it again because it's not at disadvantage. It's now normal. 23, 12 piercing to your baby carnivorous ship. It bellows out in pain. Oh, you're so close. So very close. All right, it's y'all's turn. What you doing? Okay. You miss.
What was the modifier
It
that you were on?
it'd be use 6.
Miss.
Oh, dang it. It was 6 last time, but 15 is what you got to beat, so.
Gotcha.
Missed what you
So
do.
I cannon form and go kaboom.
Okay, so you're going to take a shot at that ship. I saw Mist moving her vessel. Go ahead and roll your dice while you're rolling that. Mist, what are you doing?
Brace for impact. Huh. Weird. It's like.
Are you going to go
Does
try
that
to
roll as a melee attack? Because it just says it moves in a straight line, and if it moves through something, it takes the damage.
Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
it's rolling like that.
I mean, technically, it doesn't need an attack roll from the way it's worded.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
So, what are you going to try to eat? Because you do get multi-attack with all your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Medium-sized ship.
Yep, you're going to go
We're
right
having
into
a
the...
ship off.
You're going to have a ship off. So you were able to run right into it. And it's kind of turned sideways now as it's distracted and lets out another loud bellowing scream of prepare the ceremony.
And you said I also get bite damage with that? Is that just the basic bite attack?
Yeah,
or
it'd just
multi-attack?
be the basic bite attack.
Look,
The surge would be your single.
damn. That's a lot of damage.
So
That's what I said.
Plus acid. Interesting.
So that's like
And-
128 damage, I want to say.
you tear your ship just comes up. The honey badger bites a huge chunk out of the side of the front of the vessel. It lets out a scream as this viscous black blood seems to pour all over the place.
Yeah.
Captain, they said something about a ceremony.
Yeah, that's why I want to stop them before it's too late. By the way, how's about those drones?
If you want to have them climb up on top of that ship, you most certainly can. Is your effect to kill the crew?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 4 of them there. Go ahead and roll me a cluster of 4 individual 1d20s. Okay. So you can see your drones are now breaking the necks of some of the crew members. You effectively have cleared out 6 of the 10. There's 4 remaining that seem to be scared and hunkered down. The ship at this point is disabled and will not take any more movements.
Oh, I just read another neat thing about the drones.
That they have charming ability and are able to convince things to come back to your ship.
I mean, that's one thing that could be fun to notice, but it says near the end, when the carnivorous ship attacks another ship at sea, the drones swarm over the rails onto the target ship and take down the crew that would stop the carnivorous ship from enjoying its meal. Since I rammed into the medium-sized ship and also bit it,
You could send the remaining 6 drones that you have, or 8 drones that you have, over to start attacking the crew of that vessel as well.
yeah.
At which point, go ahead and just roll me 8d20.
Yeah.
17, 11.
Jesus.
So 2, 4, 6,
So a lot of high numbers in there.
2.
On one hand, we have Roland, Slayer of the Undead. On the other, we have Mist, the launch the dead at the ships.
So
Both are very
you're
effective.
you see the drones just going to town. Again, the individuals on these particular vessels are not hardened soldiers. They are simple crewmen. They're not used to actually having to be boarded. They're normally doing the boarding. So your drones are able to kill off 17 of the 26 that are on the vessel. The other ones are trying to arm themselves to fight back. The ship is not disabled, though, and will be able to move next turn.
I'm going to shoot the ship.
Going to shoot the ship. Okay.
Going to shoot the ship.
Okay, shoot the ship.
Bang.
Can I shoot the ship with you?
Bang.
Both of those hit.
Much damage on them. Rolling like shit tonight. But it is more lethargic now.
I mean, kinda.
I mean, okay, on this scale, the lethargy isn't going to amount to much.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so who else? So Flint has gone. Jin, have you gone yet? Jin? Hello?
Sorry, what?
Have you've taken your turn this round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just Fish and yes, so it's just Fish and Nyx. So what are y'all doing?
I thought, did Jin not take out that other ship?
No, he did not take out the other ship.
Bite.
Oh.
His bite missed.
Oh, okay. I am going to fire at the one that Jin is on.
Okay. The one he's attacking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. A little
I mean,
different than the one he's on.
Yeah, he is on a different ship. He is eating a ship.
Well, am I going to be able to hit him normally, or I mean,
If you're in range,
just
so
making
yeah,
sure
you
I'm
should.
not gonna-
No, you should be
I'm
able to
just making
attack
sure.
just fine.
All right.
Yeah, point blank doesn't really exist out here. However, you're going to miss horribly.
Oh yeah. That being the case, looking at the bigger ship,
Mm-hmm.
what does the mouth look like?
It doesn't seem visible right now.
Where would it be?
Well, it would be hard to tell. Like, you know where yours is at because you can see where the wood splits apart and the teeth comes out. But again, the idea is basically is that these are sea mimics.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if we had seen it already, like farther back or what. But
No, not. The only person who may have seen it would be Zetas.
all right.
I'm currently on the ship to. I'm
Out,
currently on the main ship to prevent people from getting onto our ship.
outside of communication range.
Okay. So I move forward.
Oh, that's cute. You think they're trying to board you.
I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't know if I'll shoot, attack first, and then move if I hit. And I rolled with a disadvantage by mistake. You want me to reroll that?
No, we'll take your 19. That hits. And technically, the 17 hits too.
Okay.
So that hits, and it is not happy as you take a crack at it. don't really think attack of opportunity affects unless you're like right on top of the target like you are with that one. So, all right. So one squid class down. This one is going to take a last-ditch effort and try to ram into you. 10, it's going to miss. It's going to take 11 points of damage. This one cannot leave your area. It knows if it does, it will lose. So it is going to take a risk and turn on its heels and try to ram right into the honey badger. Does 15 hit?
No.
Okay. So it misses the honey badger, does not collide. We'll take 31 points. This one is disabled. Big ship comes in and is now, I think, within range of stuff.
I would think it would be at this point.
Well, it is in with you. So it's going to throw one of its stones at fish. 9 doesn't hit, I'm guessing.
Nope, you need a 16 to succeed.
All right. And so that's going to end their turn as they are being demolished. So let's go.
Remember that middle ship?
Yeah.
Whoop, nope, I don't want to move. I want to move her.
Yeah, it has the ability to make 2 bite attacks. You going to crunch it?
Yep. Yep.
That hits. That hits. So how do you want to do it?
So that's a good 87 damage. I think the honey badger is just pretty hungry. I assume
gonna
in the
Cookie
Jaws
Monster it?
movie. Yeah. I've never seen Jaws, but I assume there had to be a scene at one point where the shark just kind of jumps up onto the ship and comes down, just eats it like blah 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 blah. I don't know. Like I said, in Jaws.
So the honey badger is capable of most certainly devouring that ship whole as it crunches through it and kills it, completely removing it. That one is now gone. That one is still alive there. This one is disabled. All right. So the medium ship's gone. What is everyone doing?
Arms again. Or is that one dead now?
You can take a bite attack against it. It's not dead yet.
That one's not dead.
No, it's not dead yet.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, that misses. What else is everyone doing? That was Jin's
Hey,
turn.
Hey, Mr. DM.
Yes.
So 600 feet. Somewhere in here. I can't hit the captain of the ship, can I?
No, that is just the leading edge of it. And seeing this massive ship, it looks like a giant, kind of like almost like a carrier type thing where there's not really a lot of crew on deck. There's a lot of windows, and it would seem that the crew itself is underneath a some kind of protective barrier.
Okay, I have something. So I need to know where the mouth is to be able to deliver my fruit. Can I do some sort of delaying action where when it comes up, if it opens its mouth, I can act?
Yeah, you can hold your action until it does something.
Okay, I have the fruit ready in the sack, and I am ready to Misty Step over to its mouth with my climbing speed and latch on and toss it in whenever it gets within range, which is for me 30 feet, so I have to go up close to it once it opens its mouth.
Okay.
I'm going to not cast Eldritch Blast.
A warlock not catching Elder's Blast? Heresy.
It is heresy, but in this moment it is acceptable. Firebolt. Actually,
Huh?
not quite in range of Firebolt. So I guess it will be Eldritch Blast. Shooting at windows.
Okay. Well,
Have an idea.
there's really no windows visible at this moment, but you can most
You said I
certainly
could see.
you can
You said I could see.
you can see them, but you are like your 600 is like right at the nose of the ship, so you can like plink it on the nose, but the windows are further back.
Okay. You know
Hey,
what?
might
I'll
make the
plink it.
ship sneeze.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yo. Exactly. I'll plink it in the nose. Try and make it
You're
sneeze.
gonna like thump get it to sneeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumber things have happened.
And that's a miss.
Both.
Huh? Yeah, both are a miss.
Well, to be fair, I did roll low on that on a 19.
So your bolt comes out and it just kind of fizzles as it gets to the tip of the nose, and then just a light ting, which you can hear and realize that the ship that you are up against at this point is made of metal and not wood like the other ones.
All right. Well, that's useful information.
You're just going to fire your cannon at it now?
Yeah, but it misses because I'm pretty sure if a 19 didn't hit, none of that would have.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so that was missed. Or no, that was Zetas and Nyx. Fish is holding action. Mist, what are you doing?
Didn't I ram through the ship?
You ran through the medium ship and already ate. Oh, that's right, you ate it.
Yeah.
So, Flint, what are you doing? The ship that you are currently at is currently disabled. It's not moving.
So anyway, I start blasting, but I'm going to use the actual ship's attack.
To blow up the other ship?
Yeah, to blow up the tiny ship.
Okay. That hits. How do you want to kill it?
So I want it to explode. Like they have the gunpowder and it hits the gunpowder barrel.
They don't have a gunpowder battery. It is a little
Oh, they
tiny
don't.
ship. They're living
So it's a
ships. They
little
create everything in their bellies.
Oh, well, it
Talk
just
about bad
explodes.
gas.
and then parts of it just fly directly into the mouth of my little sea widow.
Okay. All
And
right.
he eats the derelict ship.
Jin, what are you doing?
Chompy chompy again.
Chompy chompy. We're gonna try chompy chompy. Okay. That hits.
What kind of damage was it?
I think it was like 2d10, 3d10. Pick one. But roll it together. Don't roll it separately. There we go. Yeah, that's 2d10. This is a 2d, 3d he picked. So it by no means is dead, but it does not look like it's doing too hot. And that will be everyone. The medium ship is gone now, so I can remove that one. So the squid class is going to take one more attempt at ramming into you to deal some damage. 14 does not hit, and it will take its own damage and kill itself off. That leaves the larger ship remaining. It lets out a bellow as the ship opens its mouth and begins to kind of speak something.
Yeah, what's it saying?
It sounds like it's summoning some kind of dark horror.
Awesome. Now that the mouth is
So,
open, I'm going to move forward.
Its mouth is wide open. Would be a shame if something were to fly into that open mouth.
All right.
So
I'll move over and Misty step over to the side of it.
Okay, so let me... Because Misty Step is kind of like a teleport.
It is.
Correct. But when you stop Misty Stepping, if there is nothing underneath you, you will fall.
I understand. I am going to try to catch on to the side. Seeing as it's metal, I'm assuming, is there any kind of gaps or seams or anything like that?
Only where its mouth is open.
I mean, technically, if its mouth is open, that means its lip is sticking out, right?
They don't really have lips, per se.
But how will they kiss each other?
They don't. They're vicious monster ships that you, as a crew, tamed and made active into this world. Did this for you.
Fun times then.
Misty step onto the tongue?
I'm basically going to Misty Step and grab onto its, I guess, mouth, because that's the only thing that I can see to hang on to, right?
Yep.
All right. We're going to do that and toss the fruit in and try to avoid being swallowed.
Okay.
Is there anything that I need to roll to...
Not really being swallowed because you're kind of hanging, but you do need to roll a acrobatics to see if you can swim away as it begins to close its mouth and sink down into the water.
I have an idea in case this goes horribly.
Did you say acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Ooh, yeah.
So as the ship goes down, you're just not able to get away. You are pulled under the water. Nyx, you would see Fish just kind of go whoop and get sucked down.
As soon as I can I go under to try to help?
Hold on 1 second.
Underwater.
So you are...
Okay. As long as I'm not inside it, I am okay.
At this point, you are roughly 130 feet under the water.
That's
Abby
fine.
time.
As long as you live up to your name.
I have many things for being on the water.
As you look down, you realize that the ship is sinking, but it doesn't really seem to affect it. Yeah, it's sinking all right, to the bottom, but you can see lights on the cavern, and bubbles begin to pop and come up from the ship. As it comes up to the surface, there's a slight bellowing sound.
Eh.
And before we continue from this, let's take a quick 15-minute break,
Yay, potty.
and we will return. Okay. And I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave it running on the stream. So, just a heads up to y'all.
Did I miss something?
We're on break right now. So people can go to the restroom, get some snacks.
Fair enough. So how's everything going?
Not
We're
as
still
according to
alive.
plan as we thought it would. But
I'm not worried. I prepared
I'm
for
not
this.
worried either.
My character's
Worst
prepared.
case scenario, I just do some deep sea diving.
Shouldn't have to. All of my equipment is built for this.
Is it built for the pressure?
Doesn't really matter. Can do as much damage as it wants to me. I will still make it to the surface. But I may not feel very well when I get there.
Fair.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take this thing to digest this thing.
All allies can use surgery. Yay.
Taco Bell, please. Taco Bell, please.
What about Taco Bell? Hold on.
I thought you were eating pizza.
No, I don't have pizza.
Could be a Mexican pizza.
I was gonna say. I'm so glad they brought those back.
That's not a pizza, that's heresy.
You shut your mouth. Pizza enough.
When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Is it bite sized?
But it says pizza.
On a bagel?
Yep.
On a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Anytime.
You spend all day playing MMO.
Pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I forgot how awkward. Forgot how awkward this social link is. I'm playing a game while playing D&D, as per the normal. And one of the characters you can interact with on certain days, you play a video game with, and you don't know who each other are. Um,
Just like
it's my
real
homeroom.
life.
Yeah. It's my homeroom teacher, and she apparently has the hots for me, not knowing that she's actually talking to me about it.
In game, not.
What shit are you playing? No. No, she's confessing her real feelings for me, but she doesn't know that she's talking to me. Japan is weird.
In real life, you are just a school student, but at home, you were buttface 69.
I'm actually named Tatsuya in the game. It's a reference that no one will get because no one played Persona 2.
Nope, I only played 5 and 5R.
I wish I could play 5.
I played some of 4 Golden, but I got really bored because dungeons suck.
I want to play the Dance Dance Revolution spin-offs of the Persona series.
I also wish they would just fucking make a fighting game for Persona 5 at this point. They made everything else. They have a Fire Emblem.
Oh Lord.
I haven't played much of Persona 5, but I do know that I want to take that smug cat and yeet it into the sun.
I don't think he's smug. I actually don't know what I would describe him as.
Annoying.
I mean, I guess I have some bias against them because it's the voice of Sothis, and Sothis was kind of a bitch.
That voice actor is in a lot of places. They're
Oh, yeah.
Nami in League of Legends, too.
It's as if the voice acting industry is really small and doesn't accept new people that well.
No. What's weird, though, is
Yeah.
one of my favorite voice actors I don't hear around very much, is sometimes when she shows up, I'm like, oh, hi. I know that voice, because it's the same voice as Ari. But sometimes I'm not sure, because voices change.
I need an eye transplant so I can play 5.
I'm sorry, what?
So, for those that have played Persona 5, how much red is in Persona 5? Like on a
lot.
scale of 1 to
Mostly.
10.
It's mostly red when you're in the fucking metaverse.
Oh, that's right. You're colorblind, aren't you?
I am technically hypersensitive to the color red. It's a
So
less-
basically, whenever you're in the
So
metaverse, you just don't exist.
Yeah, whenever you want to play the game, you just don't play the game.
I play Golden. Golden's all yellow. Or Persona 4, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
I would
Persona
keep
4
my
is...
eye.
The dungeons just suck. I don't like the dungeons in that game.
I don't know. It has the best boss fight in the series, in my opinion.
The music's
from-
good. The like characters are good. It's just my one complaint is that dungeons you have to like grind for levels.
This coming from a Fire Emblem fan.
What?
Fire Emblem has anti-grind into
I've
it.
never felt like I've had to grind for levels in a Fire Emblem game. I've had to carefully like make sure somebody gets experience. That's the same thing I do in Pokemon.
I usually play on the hardest difficulties
I don't.
available to me because I'm a masochist.
I know you are. I don't like playing Fire Emblem at higher difficulties because they just make enemies bullshit.
Wait, so Sammy, you
Lunatic
play Darkest
Plus mode
Dungeons
and
too?
Awakening. I would if I had it.
I'm on the way.
What?
He said he's on his way. Because deep down he's a masochist that wants to share his masochism with everyone.
Actually, worse. I play Terraria mods on the hardest difficulty at all times.
Yeah.
And then
I
there was
install mods
that
to make it
mod
even
world
harder.
that there was the mod world that you and I started, and then right off the bat I got that super rare grapple hook.
Nice.
That was fun.
That was around Halloween or Christmas, because I remember those things have a grappling hook out of them.
All right, is
And it
everyone
was
back?
Sammy that said that. It was Sammy that said that they haven't played Darkest Dungeon and they'd played if they would, right?
Yes.
Yep. That game's fun. I haven't played that in a while either, actually.
Who all are we missing?
You know, when I asked for olives on this pizza, I didn't
I'm
realize
here.
a quarter of the pizza would be fucking olives.
Have fun.
I hate olives.
Duck is Scribe there too?
I like olives, but this is too much.
Scribe is here.
Okay.
Never enough olives. Also, Sammy, have fun.
Fish, are you here?
I'm always here.
All right. So let's pick up. So
So,
the dankest Dungerinos.
yes,
Fish is drowning.
Fish
Not
is
actually, but
so fish is in the water. Fish in the water. You can see a shadow that seems to be moving from the depths. A large shadow.
Awesome. Well, the thing is diving, right?
Oh, the ship is already at the bottom. It's out of your sight. This is a different shadow. It's got legs. Tentacles to be precise.
Sammy, this is your place.
Something has been released. I swim to the surface.
Okay.
And
Oh, you're like 160 feet under the water.
That's all right. I have a swim speed too. I will. Let's see here. How does this work?
oh, hold on. Continue.
So it begins to come up closer, and you can see a singular giant eye.
Huh.
And 10
Alrighty.
tentacles coming from behind it.
Sweet. I have a 30-foot speed, and I am going to feline burst to make that 60.
Okay.
And is that 30 feet and then 30 feet? So that would be 60 feet and 60 feet?
Yes.
Okay, I burst to the surface.
So as you
And as soon as
go ahead.
Well, as soon as I get up there, I am going to yell out what I see down there coming up.
Well,
All
if
right.
you come up that fast, isn't the
There's
water
a
gonna
weird
kind
looking
of,
cat down here.
isn't the water going to kind of push you out if you're moving that fast?
So what happens is Fish comes flailing up to the top as he says, "I see." All of a sudden, this bursts out of the water, kind of pushing him off to the side as well.
Is that a kraken?
That is a kraken. But
Motherfucker.
not a big
Miss,
kraken.
they're one of your kind.
It's
You must know how to deal with
it's a little kraken. It's a young kraken.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have a little chitty chat.
So I guess in terms of strength, it would be lacking.
No, because it needs to get cracking.
I'm gonna commit a mutiny.
So,
We've already tried that.
Nix, you and your ship are pushed off to the side. Please give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you remain on your ship. You do, but you are pushed back this way. This ship is pushed back this way. Fish, you are... I was not expecting to have to get people's token out. Kind of thrown over here.
Wee splash.
It's occurring to me now. Your name's Fish, but you're a cat.
See.
He's a catfish, as opposed to me, who's actually a
Oh.
catfish.
I mean, it's just short for wandering starfish of the sleeping waves.
So yeah. This young kraken comes up and bellows out as a couple of tentacles fly up out of the water, and it seems a bit hungry.
Is it just like screaming, "I'm hungry"?
No, it's not screaming anything. It's just coming out of the water.
You said it was bellowing.
It did I say it was bellowing? No. Sure, it's screaming, "I'm hungry."
Huh.
So
I got this, cat.
I mean,
I jump into the water.
oh God. But I tried to do a thing.
You can still do the thing. I'm sprucing into the water right now.
So what thing are you going to do, Mist?
I mean, I tried to start doing the thing like the minute fish started falling, but I guess it kind of got buried.
What was that?
Abby time.
Oh, Abby Tom.
But
Okay.
I have a very cool way of doing it.
Okay. So what are you
You
going
know
to
how
do?
fish is in the water?
Yes.
Imagine fish just being lifted out of the water, out of harm's way.
So you're just going to like summon Abby underneath him?
Yep. And Abby is going to carry him into the air away from harm.
Hey, Sammy. I have a suggestion.
Uh?
I see it's called Abby time, but what if it was Abin time? Morbin time, but Abin time.
God damn it, Amber. But to give an idea, I've posted a picture of the closest possible thing I could find to what I see in my head. I've posted it in Pirate's Luck. That's essentially fish right now.
Mighty Morphin Powerfish.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So enjoy your demonic whale ride.
I don't think whales have tentacles, Sammy.
They do in Japan.
Not the ones you know.
Everything in Japan has tentacles. All right.
I love that shit.
So you're saving fish. I'm guessing you're going to take him to his vessel, which is kind of swimming around over here.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
What are you doing then, Zadis, since you dove into the water to swim towards the giant kraken?
No, I'm just in the water. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay. So it used its actions to submerge from the water and break the surface. It is y'all's go. What are y'all doing with it?
I'm attempting to converse with it.
So how are you attempting to converse with it?
Well, I can talk to all aquatic life, and I can understand all aquatic life.
Okay.
I
get
Aquaman
that.
up in this bitch.
I get that.
I'm going to say, "Hello, child of Thanik." See if it responds.
It's going to kind of just say, "I don't know who this Thanik is," as it kind of moves a tentacle in your direction.
The Kraken doesn't know the love of your god. You have to kill it.
No.
It can be converted.
It can be
I'm
converted.
gonna say, "Oh, Oh, my poor child. You have been deprived of the knowledge of your fathers. No doubt by Thrine and his cults.
I know not who Thrine is. Django is my father.
Son of a bitch.
Ew.
Well,
Of a
shit.
bitch, of a bitch, of a bitch, of a bitch, of a bitch.
Maybe your adopted father, but not your true father. All DC life comes from Thanik.
I know not who this Thanik is. I am commanded to do as my father Django says.
Commanded, you say? Can I make an Arcana check to see if he's under the influence of any spells?
Sure. Not that you can
Nope.
tell. But
poor woe-begotten soul.
in all truth, with that roll, you could tell there's really no magic enchanting him at all.
So it's just brainwashing it up. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, poor woe-begotten soul. Alright, if anybody else wants to do something, I need to DM something.
All right. What other actions are everyone else taking?
I am riding an aboleth.
I'm currently riding an aboleth.
So do I get to hang onto tentacles like handlebars of a bike?
Abby might swat at you, but it's not
I'm
like
just
she'd
curious.
throw you off.
Well, then what am I holding on to?
Yes.
I think the only thing you could actually get a grip on would be the aboleth tentacles, come to think of it. They are probably incredibly slimy, though, do be warned.
I
More
grew
of
up
an
on the
aboleth
ocean.
motorcycle.
Lots of things are slimy.
It's like a motorcycle with Vaseline on the handles.
My mind went somewhere dark.
I hate it.
Are we all taking our turn?
I don't know what else is wanting to take a turn right yet.
Well, I mean, Jin moved up about as far as he could.
Was the Kraken speaking in a language that we would all know?
It was more speaking in a aquatic language that is just very familiar to aquatic beings. Also,
Oh, let's go! It's decent.
Is it by chance primordial?
It is secret fish language.
Okay. I only speak common and primordial.
So with that, there's another bubbling from the deep. Coming right behind Joe on the backside of the vessel. Out of the water bursts an actual adult kraken.
Are
You see my
common
you
nouns
see my child.
are common nouns still a thing in secret fish language?
Her common nouns.
Like,
You see
you know, you could be speaking any language you want, but when you get to a person's name, you just say their name, right?
Yes. In most cases.
Is that the current case?
In which case?
The young Kraken yelling out.
No. So what is actually happening is it's more like, as he stated, Aquaman. He has the ability to like mentally speak with creatures of the deep and aquatic life. So the Kraken sounds to everyone in a bunch of like bellows and blows, and he's hearing actual thoughts.
Is this kind of telepathy common knowledge to the rest of the party?
it is granted by my patron.
I don't think he's ever told anyone about it. No. In fact, I think this is
I
the
mean,
first
it's come-
time, with exception
come
to
up
the
a couple
ship.
times. I've talked to the ship and relayed, like, conversed
So
between
yes,
party and ship a couple times.
yes, he would. He it is knowledge.
Okay. Given he is currently on the ship, Misty's gonna turn and ask what the hell that was.
No, he
No,
is
I jumped-
in the
I'm
water.
in the water.
Oh, right, he's in the water.
But I don't think he's
Splash,
under
splash.
the water. I think he's just in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
splish splash.
So you could speak down to him if you wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
My
That is,
poor
in fact-
forgotten child. You see, all deep sea life is born from Thanic, such as your cousin, as you know, I summoned forth the larger kraken.
The larger kraken kind of like goes up to the ship and kind of nuzzles against it, gently rocking the honey badger.
Oh god, we're about to get more baby carnivorous ships. Don't let
That's
it
a weird.
talk.
Carnivorous kraken.
No tentacle porn.
Docking
No
implies
tentacle
some-
porn.
Docking implies something else, Sammy.
Yeah. But yeah, Mist is gonna lean down and ask what the hell they're talking about.
I'm gonna poke my head up and go, I'm giving a sermon. I'll be with you in a bit.
You can hear Amber audibly sigh. Not quite that loud for you to hear it, but Sammy can definitely hear it.
So, the kraken, you're gonna have to give me a persuasion with disadvantage at this point with it, as an action.
I will switch back to public. Disadvantage, persuasion, still at +5. I really should get a skill to get proficiency in persuasion.
Probably not. Please don't. Oh, thank God.
Look, if she can get +26 on a stealth, I should be able to get like a
No, that
+9
actually-
on a persuasion.
That reminds me. It's got to get corrected.
I'm
It
just
is
saying.
not. It shouldn't be a +20. It's not a +26. I think it's like a +12, isn't it?
What's your bonus to stealth there, Nix?
It's not a 26. It's 16. It should be 12.
It's still incredibly high.
We do have to go through
I
it.
have a lot of things that support stealth in my character creation.
She also, yeah, a lot of things that she actually picked to bolster her stealth mechanically as she leveled. And then one
I-
thing that I gave her that gave her a boost. which someone else actually has the same thing. So, which is funny because they haven't used it yet.
I just had a crazy thought.
What's that?
Does Abby understand the Kraken?
Yes.
And Mist and Abby are telepathically linked.
Yes.
Does this mean that Mist can, in fact, understand the Kraken, or at
Yes.
least have the message relayed? Well, fuck. Mist is very, very visibly shaken now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, 11 on persuasion. I know it's resisting. So
Yeah, it's resistant to it. So it's going to take a swing at you with its tentacle. And at this current moment, you are grappled unless you have something that stops that 22.
oh no, I am grappled. It's fine.
Okay.
Mist is gonna move the ship closer.
It's okay. I'm giving a sermon.
Give it a sermon.
Yeah.
All right, everyone else can move now. By this point, Fish, you should be almost to your ship. Anyone else making movements towards the Kraken that now is holding Zetas high in the air?
I'm not really resisting it. I'm kind of just going with it.
They call that consenticles.
Yes, it's consenticles. It is confused. It knows not what it does.
Mist is going to call out to the Kraken, hopefully with Abby's assistance if necessary, to essentially get the effect of her speaking in its language to tell it to stop.
It is going to sit down and just say, I cannot stop. I must do the will of my father. Only this time it actually speaks it out loud to what looks like a mouth on the top of its head.
I think you know quite well that he can be denied.
He created me, raised me, nurtured me, loved me. I must do his will. All right,
I'm not sure you understand who I am.
My poor, poor child. It's okay. You're being tested. Do you obey your father? Or do you embrace the love of your true father? Thanic, the progenitors of the deep sea. Without Thanic, he would not exist. As I kind of gently embrace the tentacle. in the least sexual way, you pervert.
Uh-huh.
Just embrace the tentacle. What is your perception roll for, Fish?
To see if I see this going on.
Oh, you do? So at this point, you're going to notice that at the top of the Kraken's face, two eyes are going to pop open. They are very human eyes, not like a normal Kraken eyes. And a mouth is going to smile and say, but I wasn't created in the deep. And everyone hears that as it's speaking in common.
Mist is gonna give it one more shot.
So what's your
You
one
don't
more
have
shot?
to do this. We can fight him together. We can fight my brother.
He's going to sit down and go, am I supposed to know who that is?
Your father, the one who created you.
Persuasion?
Pretty sure an 8 beats a 1.
We don't know. We don't know. Low modifiers, am I right?
No. He's going to start swinging his tentacle around. I have no siblings. That's what they said. And he releases the tentacle, sending Zetas kind of flying off in this general vicinity.
Not if I hold on.
Are you going to hold on? All right. Give me strength to see if you can hold on to the tentacle that you embraced.
Can I give athletics instead?
Yeah, you can do athletics instead.
Oh, no, not at disadvantage. No. I realized it said disadvantage as I clicked it.
That's okay. Reroll it.
Still going to be terrible, but...
So as I said, you kind of land in the water over here.
Yen's gonna pick him up.
I am now massive.
It's going to place a tentacle around the honey badger's nose and kind of squeeze as it brings its face close into you, Mist. There's a deep... It's true.
Mist is just gonna stand there, staring right at it. She's gonna say, "You know who I am."
He's going to start squeezing the honey badger as you can hear the wood creaking. The ship is going to kind of let out a moan of discomfort. A fire, they said, killed everyone. A fire.
And yet, here I stand, right in front of you. One thing you have to accept is that people don't always tell the truth. People like to hide things from you.
Roll
But right
persuasion.
now, the truth is staring you in the eye.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. Wow, that is much better. I will kill them. And it just kind of starts sinking into the ocean.
Good luck.
Well, Zetas, what are you going to do with the Kraken you summoned?
I'm going to give it a hug, tell it how much I love it, give it a little kiss on the nose, send it home.
And it's going to
Tell it thank you.
go back into the deep as well. As the end of your last combat in the sea has happened. Many bodies float around. Debris from the ships.
Anyone still alive in the water?
Not for long, it's eating time.
There is some, yes, but I'm pretty certain your carnivorous ships are going to make quick work of them. No need to butcher them.
Release the other babies, it's feeding time.
All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. And we will pick up with the journey onward to the continent in 2 weeks' time.
Woo!
Woot woot.
Woo!
Woo.
Everyone.
I love how
Nice.
nobody
Night.
questioned the big reveal there.
There's a big
Yeah, no, Sammy, I am questioning that. Did I hear that right?
Everyone would have heard it that would have been in distance. So the only people who really would have heard it would have probably been Zetas, maybe Nyx, and Amber. Oh, and the rest of the crew there. Because you got to remember, everyone else is like hundreds of feet away from you. Well out of earshot.
What was
Yeah,
that?
no,
Sammy, what
I'm
did you
sorry
say?
about the
Hey,
I will
look,
send you
that-
a message explaining it.
Okay, as my brain didn't process it.
I like how I got one up. I literally summon a kraken and then I get one up. Like,
Where did you summon a kraken?
Where were you at?
I think I wasn't mentally here. I was hearing words, but I don't think I was processing anything.
I use summon bigger fish.
All right, y'all have a nice night.
You as well.